So hello everyone, today I'll be starting NPSC 2015 GS-1 MCQ soft paper. So before starting the video, I would like to introduce a group known as Aspirant Circle. So the group is dedicated towards NSSB exam, and the purpose of this group is to help you with your NSSB preparation. So if you're interested in registering in the course, do contact in the number 8415039823, and the cost is only 4,899. And if you want only materials is only materials, it is only 3,000. So if you're interested with the course, kindly register, because the NSSB notification will be out very soon, and if you don't want to miss your opportunity in your selection, kindly go through this. And the mentors who are all NPSC qualified people who have idea on how to crack the exam, and it will be very beneficial for you. So let's get the video started. NPSC 2015 GS-1 Part 1. So I'll be solving general history, that is history, and in the next part I'll be solving Nagaland and science. So it will be divided into two parts, and I'll be completing up to the latest year, up to the latest exam, so you will not miss much. So let's get the video started. The first question, the 1857 uprising failed mainly because, so the revolt of 1857 occurred because of many factors such as political, social, and religious factors, and it is also known as the first war of Indian independence, which was given by V.T. Savarkar. And it failed because the military supremacy of the British, because the British had much more superior technology, much more superior guns as compared to the Indian soldiers who had only swords and arrows and bows, etc. So next, home rule movement was started by, so originally BG Tilak aro any besan shuru koriche, but originally it was the idea of BG Tilak, and BG Tilak is famous for the Lucknow Pact, which was signed in 1916 between the Indian National Congress and the Muslim League. Next, who among the following attended all the three roundtable conference? So three roundtable conferences attended by B.R. Ambedkar. B.R. Ambedkar by attend Goshe. Mahatma Gandhi Goshe, he was the only member of the INC who attended in the second roundtable conference in 1931. B.R. Ambedkar are Tej Bahadur Sapru Edu Didaba whole tinda conference by attend Goshe. Next, the call for total revolution though kita kun bashur JP Narayan is also famous in Nagaland because of the peace mission which started in 1964, and total revolution though against corruption in the state of Bihar ardo 1974 de shuru hoise, much after independence. Who composed our national anthem though Rabindranath Tagore composed korise, and it was first sung in the 1911 Calcutta session de sing korise to. And national anthem was derived from Anand Math, which was written by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee in 1882. Next, which important event immediately preceded the Jallianwala Bagh? The Jallianwala Bagh la next to case it will be the Rowlatt Act enactment. Preceded means before that. So Jallianwala Bagh to April 13, 1919 de. So 1919 la pichite 1918 de Rowlatt Act hoise. Communal Award to 1932 de hoise, and Simon Commission was in 1927. Who among the following was not a moderate? So moderate to case to takan passive passive technique chole for against the government, like writing pamphlets or publishing soft letters against the government. So itu moderate action. So Federal Sameta, Gobal Krishna Kokle and SM Banerjee, so no moderate action, only Gangar Tidlak was an extremist, and extremists are moderates conto 1907 de Surat session de war olaise, and it led to the split in Congress. Next, in which year the British Parliament passed the Government of India Act to lay down a new constitution for India? So 19 constitution to 1935 de Government of India Act 1935 de launch hoise, and Government of India Act 1935 pa mohla constitution do derive kori bishi because 1935, and it came into effect in 1937. So the framework of our Indian constitution is not the British constitution but the Government of India Act 1935, because framework ke liye much of the now today much of the elements that are present in the Indian constitution, like the power of the governors aro ki election aro ki selection gana sobdo under Government of India Act 1935 pa olaise. So Government of India Act 1935 is also known as the framework of the Indian constitution. Founder Gandhi is also known as Abdul Jafar Khan, who is also known as Frontier Gandhi, and he is famous for the Red Shirt Revolution in Northwest Frontier Province. Next, who led the famous raid in government army in Chittagong? Chittagong de 1930 de shuru hoise, April 18. So April 18 1930 de shuru hoise, and the revolution was started by Surya Sen or Master Da. Next, with whom is the slogan of do or die associated? Do or die do Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi ba shuru hoise, do or die do in the Quit India movement shuru hoise. Our Quit India movement do kita shuru hoise do in August of 8 at Gwalior Tank in Bombay, and same related to heroine do kon dekhshikle to means after all the leaders were arrested, who was the woman that led the revolution was Aruna Asif Ali. So Aruna Asif Ali is also the heroine of the Quit India movement, which was started in 1942. Who was Mahatma Gandhi's secretary during Noakhali period? Noakhali ke jukle to ekta bitter event dekhche between the it was a communalist movement in which Hindu Muslims were killed each other because of communalism, and Noakhali is present is in West Bengal, and his secretary was Nirmal Kumar Bose. Next, who was the advocate of the Bundan movement? Bundan means land giver movement, means mati kan free diule. So it was done by Acharya Vinoba, who was the first individual satyagraha in 1940. Next, the Bardoli Satyagraha was launched in 1928, and it was started by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and the title Sardar. It was given by the woman of Bardoli, so he is known as the Sardar, and his real name is Vallabhbhai Patel, and his brother name is Vithalbhai Patel, who was also the first speaker of the Central Legislative Council during the British rule. After the adoption of Quit India Movement resolution, Gandhiji was kept in Aga Khan Palace. Quit India Movement was Aga Khan Palace. There are two famous jails for Gandhiji, that is Aga Khan and Aga Khan Palace, and in Yerawada jail, which is in Madhya Pradesh in Pune, in Maharashtra in Pune. Next, the second roundtable conference fell over the question of communal representation because it fell over the agreement of the minorities pact as Gandhi opposite. Next, which of the following paragraph was edited by Gandhiji to propagate his ideas? To Gandhiji ba Harijan to 1933 de tai tala idea to propagate korle tai launch korise 1933. Harijan means closer to God, and Harijan was the name given to the lower caste, that is the depressed class. Next, the Indian National Congress declared complete independence as its goal in Lahore in 1929. So Indian National Congress, which was presided over by Jawaharlal Nehru on the banks of river Ravi, very important, and Lahore in 1929 de complete independence kane advocate korise Jawaharlal Nehru ba. Next, Which of the following novels of Bankim Chandra Chatterjee contain the hymn word Vande Mataram? So as I've already told you, Bankim Chandra Chatterjee, he composed the national song was composed. The national song Vande Mataram was composed from the novel Anand, which was written by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee, and it was written in 1882. And this novel Anand was based on Mughal Pathan conflict. It is a novel. Next, Vernacular Press Act was passed in 1878 during the time of Lord Lytton, and this act is also known as the Gagging Act. Gagging Act mani ke ajugulto newspaper publisher gange before publishing a newspaper, the newspaper will have to first send to the government, that is the British government, and they will analyze, and if the letter contained words that are against the government will seize the printing press and also fine the bill. So in a way it is gagging, that is choke kuranishna. Choke means choking, means the press was kept under strict surveillance by the government. So this is also known as a gagging act. Gagging mani ke when suppose you are a person and if a cloth is put in your mouth, you cannot speak. So this is also known as gagging. Next, the capital of India was shifted by Lord Hardinge I in 1911. The story of My Experiment in Truth was written by Mahatma Gandhi. So Jawaharlal Nehru Vishilido, The Discovery of India, Letters to CM, etc. Subhash Chandra Bose la book the Indian Opinion. And the birthplace of Subhash Chandra Bose is not Calcutta, but it is in Cuttack. Cuttack is in Odisha. So this is also very important in exam point of view. The Muslim League was founded in 1906, specifically December of 30th, 1906. And it was formed at Dhaka, D-A-C-C-A. Now it is named as Dhaka, but before it was called Dhaka, and it is the capital of Bangladesh. Next, Indian Struggle, as I've already told you, it was published by Subhash Chandra Bose. Mahatma Gandhi entry into the Indian national politics started with the Champaran Satyagraha in 1917. Champaran Satyagraha, where he was against the Teen Katya system, or 3/18. That is, out of 18 plot of land, out of 18, 3 parts should be under indigo cultivation. Next, who was the first woman president of the Indian National Congress? Sarojini Naidu in Kanpur session of 1924 that I president hoise. However, the real answer should be in 1917. It was Annie Besant who became the first woman, but the Indian woman was Sarojini Naidu. Who was the leader of the Bundan movement? Bundan movement was Vinoba Bhave, who was the first individual satyagraha. During the Swadeshi movement, the scheme of national education was funded by S.C. Mukherjee or Satish Chandra Mukherjee, who founded the National Council of Education. Now we have NCRT, CBSE. So this education scheme of national education was first started by S.C. Mukherjee in 1906, and this question was also asked in NPSC 2019 prelims. So kindly don't forget this. Next, who established the Anglo-Mohammedan Oriental College at Aligarh? So it was started by Syed Ahmad Khan, who established it in 1875. 1875 is very significant because in 1875 the Theosophical Society was also formed by Madame Blavatsky and H.C. Holcott. Next, Indian national grew and developed during nationalism grew in the second half of the 19th century. That is the birth of the Indian National Congress on 28th of December 1885. After this, the Indian nationalism grew at an exponential rate. Next, who wrote The Discovery of India? So I have already told you it was written by Jawaharlal Nehru. Dadabhai Naoroji wrote The Poverty and Un-British Rule in India. Mahatma Gandhi wrote many books like this, Indian Opinion, and Harijan, etc. Who said, avoid all weakness, weakness is sin, weakness is death. So it was written by Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda is very famous in 1893 because of the World Religion Convention, in which what happened at Chicago, where he spoke about Hinduism. Next, who was the first chief exponent of military school of nationalism in India? So militant school of nationalism means extremism, so it was by Bipin Chandrapal. There are three members. It is Bipin Chandrapal, Lal Bahadur Shastri, and Bal Gangadhar Tilak. There is Lal Pal, also known as Lal Pal, and these are the three main members of the Indian extremism. Who said that the economic drain was the sole cause of Indian poverty? It was said by Dadabhai Naoroji, who wrote Poverty and un-British rule in India. But the father of economic nationalism was Ramesh Chandra Dutt, R.C. Dutt. However, Dadabhai Naoroji wrote, who said that economic drain was the sole cause of Indian poverty. The Indian National Congress was founded by A.L. Hume too. So many people have thought that A.L. Hume was Alan Octave Hume was for the Indians, that is, he supported Indians. This concept is totally wrong because A.L. Hume formed the Indian National Congress in Bombay in 1885. Indian Manula thoughts to generally. That is, it acts as a safety valve. Safety valve is for example, like the cooker so if the safety valve is not there, it will blast. So in a way, the Indian National Congress was created as a safety valve. So in order to check the minds of the people and in order to know the thoughts of the people, the safety valve was created, and it is the Indian National Congress. So this safety valve was also given by Lala Lajpat Rai. So Lala Lajpat Rai gave this safety valve theory. Next, the leaders of the Khilafat movement were Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali. Next, in which day the Indian National Congress decided to observe the Purna Swaraj. So 26th of January 1930, after the announcement of complete independence by Jawaharlal Nehru in 1929 at Lahore. On the next year, complete independence was sought to be achieved on 26th of January 1930. However, it could not be achieved. However, we have kept it as Republic Day, where the Indian Constitution came in the being. All India Debate Class was written by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. The Quit India movement differed from both non-cooperation movement and civil disobedience because the extensive spread of movement and government repression. Then Cabinet Mission Plan was started in 1946 and Lord Linlithgow was not the member. A.V. Alexander, Patrick Lawrence and Stanford Cripps were the members. The chairman of the Boundary Commission was Cyril Radcliffe, who made the boundary between the India and Pakistan. Next, Surat split occurred in 1907 between the moderates and extremists. I have already explained this. Brahmo Samaj was founded by Raja Ram Mohan Roy, correct. Keshav Sen founded Arya Samaj. So it is wrong because Arya Samaj was founded by Dayanand Saraswati in 1875. So this is the wrong answer. Dayanand Saraswati was also wrong because it was founded. Bardana Samaj was founded by Amadram Pandurang and Muslim League was founded by Aga Khan and the Nawab of Dhaka. Which one of the following was known as the All-White Commission, the Simon Commission? Which among the following was a Liberal Governor General? It was Lord Ripon. Next, what is Durand Line? Durand Line is a boundary between India and Afghanistan, and India and Pakistan is Radcliffe Line, and India and China is McMahon Line. So remember all the lines. Next, in 1853, the first passenger was started between Bombay and Thane in 1853 by Lord Dalhousie. Next, The Lucknow Pact was signed in 1916 between Indian National Congress and Muslim League. The Indian National Congress was represented by B.G. Tilak. The revolt of the Nating was started in Mumbai, and it was started in 1946. India Wins Freedom was written by Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad, who was the first education minister of India. So with this, the video has come to an end. If you want detailed explanation on your history and want to increase your chances towards NSSB selection, kindly follow Aspirant Circle. The phone number to contact this is 841503983. So kindly contact this number for materials as well as for course, which is very affordable. So thank you for watching and have a great time.